So, how's it going, everybody? Today, a little bit of echo. All right. Today, I'm going to be telling you about my new project. You've heard of my old project. This one's similar. It's called Television Simulator Studio, and it's designed to be your television station in a box. So, where were we? Last time I was here, I introduced Television Simulator 5.0. As you can see, we're running 6.0. Since then, I've added a bunch of new features. I've added new code. I've added new APIs. We have a new documentation website that has all sorts of stuff that you can do to get going with it. We got a new download page. I worked very hard on this. Has a spinning logo. Got all sorts of cool stuff. And I'm working on it, but there's been one problem with my program ever since the very beginning. And the problem is this isn't how real TV works at all. And I'll give you a demonstration of that. So you turn on the TV and you're watching broadcast TV. Sales are going on now at the Oak Ridge and you see it comes on. Every time you go here, it starts from the beginning. This is not how TV works. We aren't simulating continuity. See, the problem is it should be going all the time. But this is just a static web app and it can't really do that. So the idea is that it should work more like this. Something's playing, it continues from where it left off. And also, you should be able to get program guide information. You should be able to see what's playing. You should be able to see when it begins, when it ends. And, well, surely you'd think something like this has been done before. But the thing is, it hasn't, or it has actually. FF Playout is one of the programs that I've used to do this before. It creates a 24/7 stream of videos in like M3U8 playlists, but it's very heavy on CPU and disk usage. The first time that I used it, DigitalOcean shut me down and was like, you're mining bitcoins or something. Like, what are you doing? You're in violation of our terms. So then I told them what I was doing. They're like, oh, that's fine. It was a false positive. Won't happen again. I've never forgiven them. But, it's very heavy on CPU and disk usage. I got to pay $22 a month to do this, and it's constantly going at around 60 to 70%. I don't like that. There's another program called Ursats TV. Yesterday it got discontinued. I was pretty sad about that, actually. Brilliantly designed software. You can use it to make a whole lineup of channels. You can schedule everything, commercial breaks. It's great software. So I decided to make something entirely on my own. This is what I've been working on. It's called Television Simulator Studio. And what it does is it manages your local media. It encodes it for the web. It uses FFmpeg. No surprise there. And it delivers scheduled programming and channel guide information to Television Simulator and syncs it all down so that you can watch it live, essentially. So what type of content can we display? We can display, since I'm kind of doing this myself, it's not using any standards. I'm not using M3U8 playlists. I'm using server sent events. And so I could theoretically schedule and display anything. You can play your local media. You can play web pages. You can schedule images, music streams, YouTube videos. It doesn't even need to be hosted by you. It was very difficult to figure out how to schedule content, and it took me about 7 months to do it. But I think I figured out something. I tried to do something that was powerful, flexible, and above all, easy to use, and what I got is powerful and flexible. Yeah. This is kind of how it works. You've got your show, you've got your time slot. Whatever time you don't have, we break it up, and then we can add more stuff. So you could say, I'm going to go to commercial, I'm going to come back, go to another commercial, come back, and so on. And we do this by pre-encoding the video. I have this here because I was actually trying to figure out how to break things up, and I was like, I'm going to work with my hands. I'm going to use Legos, make, that's a commercial break, that's a commercial break, etc. That's on channel 2. Channel 8's doing something else. But I've really tried to nail this. I think I kind of have, but we'll see. It's in alpha right now. So the idea, I won't get too into the technical weeds, but you combine everything into a content pool. So you import all your media, and then you organize it not by folder, but by what you want to play. Then you make a program which defines, you wrap, a program is like one episode from a content pool, and the content pool is sorted in the program. And you just say, I want to play this, like an episode of Family Guy or Simpsons or something. And then you define your commercial breaks for the program. You say, I want to have at the natural breakpoints, like you might find in a chapter break or something like that, we'll go to commercial. Then we'll come back. And so you can also do like 30 seconds before it ends, I want to play an ident, and I want to play it for exactly this much time, and then I want to go back to it. I also decided, just because I do this at my job, I think I'll add in a bunch of security. So I designed this for content creators, for people who like make videos and want to have an interesting and unique way of presenting them. And what this is you can create packages. You can say, here's my subscribers only channels, and here's my regular channels. And I'm going to give you an access key you can use to unlock all these other channels. But if you go to them, otherwise it'll just say channel locked, and you can't get in. It's like a V-chip, if you remember those. And so the whole thing works by connecting to an event source in the browser. And the browser will just say, hey, this is what's on, this is when it started, and then I encode the videos so that you can seek anywhere really, really fast. So as long as the videos are encoded properly and we use HTTP range request headers, you can just jump to it and play it. And it's also very easy for other people to plug into. So if you wanted to like make your own backend, you could. I'm going to publish all the specs so that you guys can plug right into this if you want. The cool thing about this is DigitalOcean won't get mad at me because there's negligible CPU usage. It's like 0%. You could be running 25 channels at once, but you've encoded all the video beforehand. So there's 0% CPU. It's just bandwidth. The only downside is you got to require the files to be in the correct format ahead of time. So I could also do it to like play YouTube videos. We have all sorts of extensibility here. You can plug in from all sorts of videos on the internet, and you just import your media library from wherever it is, and you go. The only problem is it requires using, my client to do it, but I don't think that's too much of a trade-off. People keep asking me when it's ready. It's almost ready. But if you'd like to know, go to gcpw.art/tvs and you'll find links to join my Discord. Let's see, there's a few minutes for Q&A, or 2 or 1. So if you'd like to see it, here it is. I designed it to look like a Windows 3.1 application. And this is the channel that I was showing earlier. When I said, it's not easy to use, it's because you're basically building the schedule definition using YAML files. And you say, like, this is what you want to play, and this is when you want to play it. But, like, here's our content pools. I've got music videos, ads. We've got quite a bit of stuff for media management. These are all the different videos I've got. You can see, like, information about them. And then the packages and subscribers. So, yeah, any questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Does your protocol for converting these videos, does it like convert the video so it looks like it's like made from the 80s or 90s, or is it expecting those videos already have that?
Repeat the question. Oh yeah, he's asking whether it converts the videos to like apply a filter to make them look old and stuff. No, but the program itself can do that. I can add shadow masks and CRT filters, blur everything on the player end, not on the video end. And then you had a question too?
Yeah, so is this just an internet broadcasting protocol, or is this actually for transmitting for over the air?
Just on the internet. Broadcast. He asked about the protocol. Yeah, go ahead.
You said something about channel maps, like if there's like something in the lower right hand corner, like the Disney Channel.
Oh, like a bug, a screen bug? Yeah, I'm working on that.
You can
You can do
do that.
that. Yep. And then, yeah, a screen bug in the on-screen graphic on the lower. Did I see a question over here? I thought I saw somebody with their hand up. Anybody else? All right. Yeah. Thanks, y'all.